All my niggas, they gangbang, and all they niggas do the same thing. Counting money, living insane. Steady mobbing, let my flag hang. Told them I'm ready, I'm ready. I'm throwing a monster like Randy. I know that these niggas can't stand me, but the automatic come in handy.
You already know who it is. You already know what it is. It's ATM Wavy, aka Mr. Oh my God. And this is Wavy's World, where anything is possible. We're going to talk about whatever we feel like talking about. We're going to do whatever we feel like. Don't feel me. Ooh. So, of course, most of the things I'm talking about is urban situation and dealing with the hip hop, where, a lot of things dealing with stuff that us people from these urban environments normally are interested in. You feel me? But me, I'm interested in a lot of things. I ain't the typical street nigga, you feel me? So, I follow a lot of things just besides stuff that's going on in the black community or the streets, stuff like that, dealing with, the hip hop culture. Ain't only just about that. I'm into a whole lot of different things. Some stuff I'm not going to bring to this because I know from the research I've been doing more and more that if I do a little too much on one channel, it kind of throws the algorithm off or something. Like, I got to kind of like find my lane and kind of hit that lane. Like, fitness channels normally strictly fitness. Like, they don't do none of it but fitness. You feel me? You won't know none about them outside of fitness. You feel me? So, which I want to do that too, but this gonna be like the center. And then if people, what I'm saying, while I'm talking about this, I might do a session where I'm working out while I'm talking about something. You feel me? Because I do workout, you feel me? And people are, oh, you should do more workout stuff. Then I might, make a channel for that. You feel me? But I'ma still keep this basically on a entertainment / news politic discussion type of channel, you feel me? And I might just feature other activities while discussing. Like I said, I might work out in between the set, you feel me, during the rest, you feel me, get back to talking about that joint. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go, do whatever, my pull up. Right now I'm doing the motion like this. I do more than pull up, but I do a lot of calisthenics, you feel me, too. So you go back and do another set, pull up. Hold on, give me 1 second. Then, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Just mix it up, man. You feel me? I just want to see no dude sit on a fucking couch with the fig in the back or sitting in the G-Raj where the equipment ain't just standing by it. You might want to see me doing something while I'm having this discussion. You feel me? Because my goal is to work up to enough people that I could get some live streams in that people can actually be in, and I'm not just sitting live. Just got my live running in hopes. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I got goals with this. You feel me? I got goals with this. Eventually get monetized and all that good shit. You feel me? And yeah. But anyway, so this one right here is going to be pertaining to the Israel versus Hezbollah situation. You know what I'm saying? Which is not just that situation going on with Israel. Got a couple of beefs. You feel me? The Houthis, which are in Yemen, and Hamas, which is in Gaza, which Gaza is this little strip, it's literally called the Gaza Strip. It's a little strip of land within Israel. It's weird. Like, for people that don't know about that, if you are tuning because you're used to the other type of content and you sticking around and see what I'm talking about, because you're going to get it from perspective that you don't really get this type of news from. Most of the people giving this type of news don't look like me, don't talk like me. You feel me? They want to use all these proper terms, and that's cool. But maybe the people from where I'm from, my type of environment that's tuning into this, might actually be interested in shit like me. I could speak to you because, I did all the college level English classes, all that coming up. You feel me? But I speak like that when I have to speak like that. When I'm just kicking it, which this is my channel, this is Wavy's World, and y'all are the surfers. So we all make up Wavy's World. I'm going to kick it the way I kick it to you. I'm going to be comfortable kicking it. I already got to try to catch my stuttering, so you might see me pause or make a little, say something like, yeah, something like that to try to catch my stuttering, you feel me? Because I don't want to be remixing this shit. You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking, you feel me? Hit you with the hold up, system, uh, system, system malfunction. Like I don't want to hit y'all with that. You feel me? So I be trying to catch it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to be focused on catching it. Then I gotta try to throw in these 8-syllable fucking words. You know what I'm saying? That some of y'all may or may not even know what the hell I'm talking about. You feel me? Like what? You're like, why you like what? Like, you feel me? They had a crazy collision. Like saying collision, just saying, yo, they crashed into each other. You know what I'm saying? Like they collided and made an impact at a level of this much G-force. And yo, they had a crazy ass accident. Like people got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't gotta like you feel me? Like fuck all that. Yeah. So I look right there, my shit feel dry. You feel me? My shit feel dry. You feel me? Yeah. I'm not gonna edit. I'm not editing it out. My shit feel dry. But yeah, so I'm gonna talk about that situation going on. You feel me? The specific situation with Israel and Hezbollah right now. Oh, that finished break. I don't think I'm finished breaking it down because I just went into a whole spell. But guess what? I'm gonna run it back. So this is about Israel versus Hezbollah, which is amongst two other um proxies of Iran. Iran is like the parent of these three proxies. Hezbollah, Hamas, Houthi, AAA, like the wrestler, but it's not WWE. They really body slamming bombs, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? They ain't body slamming people, they body slamming bombs, nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, so out of the AAA, the 3H, the Houthi, Hamas, and Hezbollah situation. Right now, we're going to speak on the Hezbollah situation. You feel me? Which is about to stem into an Iran situation. But I'm just going to catch her up real quick because I've been MIA for a couple of days. So things been happening in reference to this situation. So speed run, boom. Uh, Hezbollah, Israel, been beefing. You know what I'm saying? Hezbollah been sending bombs over back and forth. Hezbollah is in Lebanon. You make that clear. So the Houthis, Yemen, Hamas, Gaza Strip, Hezbollah, South Lebanon. You feel me? And for people that are not familiar with Lebanon, y'all probably familiar with the explosion of Beirut, where that fucking power plant, what the fuck it was, blew up, and that shit was like a atomic bomb went off, and you feel me? It happened not too long ago, like a couple years ago, whatever. Uh, Beirut is in Lebanon. You feel me? It's actually in South Lebanon. So yeah. But anyway, this is also where Hezbollah is the big homies at. You know what I'm saying? So things begin real spicy back and forth. Israel killed they do Hassan Nasralla. You feel me? I was calling him Nazarah on my other video. My other video was supposed to be a short, but I wasn't sure how to make a short, so it ended up being a regular video because it wasn't exactly 60 seconds. I just left it there. So you can see real quick me talking about that for like a minute and 8 seconds, some crazy. You feel me? But that guy I was talking about, Hassan Nasralla, I was saying Nazarah, is Nazarada. I spelled it though. You feel me? I spelled his name right. You feel me? They end up killing him. Israel ended up killing him, and he's like the equivalent of Osama bin Laden. You feel me? For Hezbollah though, he's that much of a big homie. He's been a big homie since like 1992, I believe. And Hezbollah ain't start until like the late 80s. You feel what I'm saying? Mid late 80s, some shit like that. You feel me? So they kill him along with other commanders. Come to find out, he actually, because when I made that video, we ain't know how he died. I mean, we didn't even know whether he was dead because Hezbollah came out capping. These niggas was capping. Oh, he good, he good, he good. You feel me? The big homie is good. You feel me? He about to pull back up to the set. You feel me? He about to gather all the homies up like, yo, this nigga trying to ride on me, my G. And then we gonna fly back on y'all niggas. You feel me? That's how the Hezbollah niggas was talking, but they was cat. They were not speaking Snapple facts at all. They Snapple, the Snapple, it was empty, my nigga. The Snapple was empty, my nigga. You can't be out here with the empty Snapple. You gotta throw the empty shit in the garbage, cause that was some bullshit y'all was spilling. When I found out he died, and he died, in a horrible way. You feel me? But a way that was good for him because, like I said, he's Hezbollah version of Osama bin Laden. This is words from the reporters, from the people, from the news. This is not shit I'm making up. You feel me? That's how wicked he was. And Osama bin Laden actually got the easy way out. He got like 2-3 shots to the face instant. He didn't suffer nothing. This dude was actually in like a panic room. They said like a bunker within the bunker he was in because when they dropped these bombs, they rained that shit. And the way they work, they're bunker busters. So just because you're underground, they have special bombs that they drop or missiles that they launch. Well, the proper, you feel me? They call bunker busters. So you Google bunker buster. When they hit, even if it's under buildings, they rain enough of them, like they break through. They don't just explode when they hit the top. They break through some, then explode. And when they drop multiple, you feel me? Just like you digging with explosives, basically. And till you go all the way to the ground floor to ground zero, like the basement, nigga. Yeah, everything get blown up. So just because you're underground, if you're not underground deep enough or under like a mountain on some Afghanistan shit, you feel me? Like there's a high chance they could get through that. You feel me? And that's what they did, but they didn't hit him directly. They said evidence came out when the bombs came through. That first, when they found them, it was evidence of blunt force trauma and suffocation. This is what they found. So when they put everything together, they said when they bombed, they're assuming that when he was hiding inside of that room, I don't know how he got in there so fast. When they rained it on you, watch the video. I put a little clip, little still screenshot clip, baby, rather on the other video. But that's actually from the active, feel me, bombs over Baghdad, but it was bombs over these motherfuckers in South Lebanon, nigga. Because what happened was, before I get back into what they said that they were doing, what happened was he got comfortable enough to go to the spot because um Netanyahu Netanyahu, who is the prime minister of Israel, basically the dude who be doing all the talking like he the president, but he's considered the prime minister, you feel me, of Israel. He went to New York. I guess homie thought that meant he could just be out and about. Like shit was sweet, but it was done on purpose from what they said, because they knew he was that dumb with that stupid ass beard to go out there thinking it was sweet, and they smacked that nigga. You feel me? So what happened was, boom, they believe when they dropped the bomb, the uh shock, the aftershock, whatever from the bombs, threw his ass while he was inside that mother. So while you in there playing high go seek with your bitch ass, them motherfuckers got you in that motherfucker. Bing, 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 bouncing around that motherfucker like a pinball. They pin. Oh shit! I done hit the mic, so y'all just heard some my fault. I probably just fucked y'all ears up. I hope I didn't. But you in there pinballing around that motherfucker from the shock. You feeling the shock through the walls, but it's not hitting you. Just the shock is hitting you. You feel me? Crazy. So then he was still alive. They said though, because that's where the suffocation come at. So from the shit, burn and all that, it started seeping into the room he was in. So he slowly suffocated and died, like the perfect death for a person like him. And actually, I gotta stop saying, because I don't know, I ain't trying to monetize. I probably just said died, and probably I just said it again. I gotta say, you feel me? I'm gonna start seeing evicted. You feel me? That's My word. Y'all ain't hear nobody else say that. I said it last video too. You feel me? They got evicted. You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking about this situation. You feel me? But that's gonna be my thing. Like, you getting evicted because if you losing your life, you got evicted. Like, you got evicted of this life. Like, you're out of here. You got kicked out this life. You're into another life. You got evicted. So you before he was fully evicted, while he was getting that notice, you feel me? He was suffocating. You know what I'm saying? As he was getting the notice, slow motion notice. You got the slow motion notice. He was getting evicted. You know what I'm saying? He was slowly getting evicted. Breathing in all that smoke. You bought that smoke and that smoke came to you and your lungs couldn't handle that smoke. And to make it even more crazy that they said, because they still was watching. After they did what they did, they had, the satellite images, drones, I believe, watching the area. So they watching his homies come that's from the surrounding area that didn't get hit. Come, they try to dig them out. You feel me? They trying to dig them out. You feel me? And while trying to dig them out, they speaking to him on a walkie-talkie. So they know he dying. Or he about to be fully evicted. God, I got really getting used to this video probably gonna get hit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But he won't he wasn't fully evicted, but they know he soon he gonna be evicted. Like he's going to be evicted very soon. Y'all could hear him, so he's panicking. Y'all panicking. You're right there. He's right there. Y'all getting down to him. And before y'all get there, the eviction went all the way through. So y'all just find nothing worth finding. You feel me? Nothing worth finding. You feel me? Like the voiceless. There's no noise coming from it. So like the horror that he had to feel had to be crazy, and that's what he get because he brought a lot of horror to a lot of people. From so, boom, after that happened, right? Iran, which I told you, they're the big dog to the Triple H, and we ain't talking about WWE, you feel me? But the Triple H, you know what I'm saying? The Houthi, Hamas, and Hezbollah, who we're speaking about right now, Hezbollah, you know what I'm saying? Iran fund all of them, so they basically do their dirty work, so Iran could have deniable plausibility and stuff like that. They could deny no, I ain't do that. These niggas did that. You feel me? They did that. You feel I gave them bread though. I I gave them weapons though. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, the niggas did that. That's what Iran is doing. But now that the one of the big homies, which means he's definitely a close friend to the guy that runs I ran with. I cannot think of his name on top of my head, but I'm sure in this video they're gonna say it. You feel me? That's his man's. For sure, gotta be his man's. Been around too long not to be his man's. So he ready to ride for his man. He had like a full day of mourning or sound what up? Yeah, full day of mourning for the dude. This is the Iran president though. No, I think he's considered because see, you got the president of Iran, then you got the Ayatollah of Iran. The Ayatollah is actually bigger than the president. Like he's the big dog for real. He is really the president. I don't even know why they even bother having a nigga called the president. The Ayatollah. So I can't remember who. I be getting mixed up, and I ain't racist and nothing like that. But yo, these motherfuckers all look like they all dudes with the wraps on their head with these big ass fucking beards, and they all kind of shaped the same. Like these niggas all kind of like little chubby pudgy motherfuckers. Like Osama bin Laden was the last nigga that seemed like he was like a different shape from me. He was tall as hell, slim nigga. These niggas all like seem like they medium sized to short, pudgy niggas with big ass beards. You feel? They all got big ass beards with the joints on. But yeah though, so I be getting confused. But anyway, one of them Iran big dogs they're like, yeah, we about to rob, we gonna get some retaliation on Israel for smacking our homie. So now after they did that, people went back and forth, like, they gonna really do that. So they already did that. They, you know what I'm saying? As of today it's like 4 in the morning. I'm making this, right? It's the 3rd on Thursday, right? Yes, so this happened like on the 1st. You feel me? Like the 1st of the month, I think, like 1st of October this happened. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere around there. That shit happened though. You feel me? Like Iran smacked them niggas back. So they sent like 150 to 200 joints over there. You feel me? Oh no, matter of fact, that happened on the 2nd, G. They're gonna say on this video, you feel me? They're gonna say on this video, you feel me? They're gonna say on this video. But everything I'm saying that happened is fact though. So Iran retaliated for them killing Nasralla, you feel me? And they sent like 150, 200 missiles. Now mind you, before they sent this, Israel said, after they said that they was gonna retaliate, Israel said, if y'all retaliate, then we gonna whoop y'all ass for retaliating on behalf of Israel. We're gonna send bombs to y'all, right? We're gonna strike all y'all nuclear centers because Iran doesn't have nuclear bombs. You feel me? Nuclear warhead. But apparently they're close. They're close. So Israel, like, we gonna blow up all your nuclear shit and set y'all back to the beginning. You feel me? We're setting somebody back to the beginning when it comes to making nuclear weapons, setting somebody back like a decade probably, or even more for real. It take a long time to figure that shit out. So that's what Israel said they're gonna do to Iran if they retaliate on the behalf of the Hezbollah dude that got killed in South Lebanon. You feel me? Who is Nasralla? You feel me? Iran did it anyway, which they kind of got to do it through, because you backing them up and you don't do it, then how the rest that's left over from that clique and the other two, because like I said, it's a triple H, 3 H's, you know what I'm saying? They all T, I can't see, I catch that because you call them the real word that they supposed to be called, that T word that you supposed to call these type of group of people. I heard you two got a problem with you two, y'all got a problem with a lot of stuff, my G. Y'all got a lot of problem with a lot of stuff, my G. But yeah, so they gonna look at them. I ran crazy, like y'all not gonna slide on them on behalf of the big homie. So they slid. Apparently, a lot of the missiles got intercepted by U.S. forces, Jordan forces, and Israel forces. The Iron Dome, yeah, that's what's called, the Iron Dome. That's the name of the Israel defenses. We're supposed to be like one of the best defense systems, as far as like interceptors, like incoming missiles, warheads, whatever, even nuclear warheads. This is an interceptor. Put the intercept and blow them up in the air. Feel me? So the Iron Dome, which is Israel's system, like the best or close to the best. I think it really is. I think it's considered the best, like better than U.S. defense system of the same category. You feel me? So apparently, like 150, 200 missiles, they intercepted most. Some got through, and majority of them hit air base or airport in Israel. Like I saw the video, just smacking that shit up. So I haven't seen footage afterwards, see how bad it did, how bad the damage was to it, but they did that. So now Israel, like, okay, y'all did that. We got something for y'all, and while we at it, we gonna pop on other targets that we got in mind in the Middle East too. Fuck it, y'all. Iran gonna get it for jumping in this, and the other niggas who we already was going thinking about we just gonna smack them too. Fuck it, because we feel like they knew about all this happening. Like basically, uh, 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 guilty by association. So your homie got to get it too. That's how Israel coming, and I believe in that. So I ain't mad at him. So we can go ahead and play this. I'm already 23 minutes in. Like I got some catching up to do. So my other video I just did on Diddy, that joint a little long. This one will be a little long. I said, let me know if y'all rocking with that. Y'all might don't mind the long joint. Y'all might just not even be looking. Y'all might just be listening. For me, you something to listen to while you at work or while you just chilling, whatever the case may be. Or you might want to look at me. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nothing wrong looking at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty decent to look at. I think. You feel me? I'm just saying. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. Just flip that around for y'all. Oh wait, let me not say right Diddy Bob. Hold up, no Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy. I'm so sorry for that one. I'm so sorry for that. I'm sending that thing out right there, right there, right there. Send that thing out right there, right there, right there. Oh, just so y'all know, for those that don't know, that guy right there, that is that boy Netanyahu. Boy, that name is the illest. Netanyahu. And he looked like, look. Tell me he don't look like he's ready to get the tripping. Look at him. Look at that face. That's the face of a nigga that's ready to get the tripping. Yeah, look, Israel vowed retaliation for Iran missile. Let's go. Let's go.
Israel says it intercepted many of the missiles in midair, and officials in Washington say U.S. destroyers assisted in Israel's defense. Tehran claims most of its missiles hit their targets. There were several reported injuries during the attack. Officials in the occupied West Bank said a Palestinian man was killed in Jericho by falling rocket fragments. It's the second time Iran has fired missiles at Israel since April as the conflict between the two powers and Iran-backed militias deepens.
No. Social media footage of an Iranian missile exploding just north of Tel Aviv. The sky over Israel is alight with the fire of incoming missiles and the defenses taking them down. Israel says Iran fired over 180 missiles, but the majority were intercepted. This venue has been destroyed by shrapnel from one such interception. We just ran into the shelter and, took a hide. I mean, it was extremely scary. Nothing that we could have anticipated. It was a massive attack of rockets. We were in the shelter, and we were something like 1 hour, and it was booming like crazy. All the shelter was booming, and when we went out, we seen all the damage that was in all the complex, including all the houses. I see where's the water going to. I don't feel comfortable with it, and I hope everything's gonna be good, Iranian state television published these images of what it claimed were missiles being launched. The footage could not be independently verified. In Tehran, supporters of the government gathered to celebrate. Iran's Revolutionary Guard said the assault was a retaliation for the recent killings of Hamas and Hezbollah leaders.
Well, they celebrating, and these are people that's happy about Iran retaliating on behalf of Nasralla.
We will uphold the rule we have set. Whoever attacks us, we attack them.
Benjamin Netanyahu.
Tehran has warned Israel against hitting back, threatening another response of its own, which many fear could push the Middle East closer to a wider war.
That's a big ass missile, boy.
And Tanya Kramer is covering events for us from Jerusalem. Tanya, good to see you. And tell us more about what happened and what the situation is like now.
Well, I think a lot of people here woke up and taking stock of what happened last night. This rather unprecedented missile attack when the alarms were triggered across the country. You could see it on this app that is on most people's phone here. Everything was red. People taking shelter in protected spaces if they have one, or just taking cover wherever they were. Now, this didn't come totally without warnings. There had been some reports by intelligence that an attack by Iran was imminent, and also Iran had said that it will retaliate for the targeted assassination of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh back in July, and over the weekend the killing of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasralla. But of course, when it came with full force, and most people here I've been talking to last night said they haven't seen something like this. Now, most of those missiles were intercepted. Iran had said they launched these hypersonic so-called Fatah missiles, and it was intercepted by the regional allies here, the US and other countries in the region. But some also hit the ground, and it appears that the targets were mainly military facilities here. But again, the feeling was that this was all over the country. The Air Force had said they're fully operational because some of the missiles apparently hit near an airbase in the south. It's not fully disclosed. Also intelligence basis, but the damage has been rather limited as far as we understand. There were some fires, some hits in open areas, but there has also been one casualty reported by the Palestinian Rescue Services in the occupied West Bank. A Palestinian man was killed.
Now, Israel has in turn promised retaliation. What reaction can we expect?
Well, I think this is very much what's being discussed here now, and the government is still in security consultations about that, actually. But we heard it already after the attack. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu threatened severe retaliation. He said there was a grave mistake and that Iran will pay for this attack. We already saw overnight Israel continuing its attacks on areas in southern Lebanon and also in southern Beirut, but also there were attacks in Gaza. But at the same time, of course, experts here saying Israel, there is a sense Israel has to retaliate to this and this has to be severe. Now, this discussion what targets that could be infrastructure. We've seen that back in April when there was a first attack by Iran. Israel retaliated in a limited way, but this could be much more severe from targeted assassinations. Again, maybe the infrastructure. There's even talk about targeting nuclear facilities. So we have to wait and see. We're expecting a retaliation within days. That is what experts here are saying.
CW correspondent Tanya Kramer in Jerusalem. Thank you. And we can get some more context with Benam Ben Taleblu, who focuses on Iran at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies in Washington, D.C. Welcome back to the show. Now, this is the first time Iran has targeted Israel directly since April, but this attack was different, wasn't it?
Yes, indeed, and glad to be back with you. This attack literally doubled the scale and the scope of the previous attack. There were about 100 to 120 ballistic missiles, up the largest strike package of 300 projectiles last go around in April. This one featured just shy of 200, about 181 publicly reported medium-range ballistic missiles launched from Iranian territory directly at Israel. Unlike the previous strike, however, this was not combined with lower flying projectiles that the coalition in the past was able to shoot down before even getting to Israeli territory. Those types of projectiles were land attack cruise missiles and suicide drones. Another marked difference, of course, is the fact that in the previous iteration, there was about a 10 or 12-day lead-up publicly where Tehran threatened revenge and indeed reportedly even warned international provocateurs. This time, Tehran likely threatened revenge and delayed that revenge after they could have and only gave anywhere between a 2 and 4 hour heads up. So it really doubled the scale and significantly shrunk the warning time.
Israel has vowed to retaliate. What do you think Israel could target in Iran, and is Iran prepared for it?
Well, I think the easier question, if you're looking at this from a military perspective, is the level of preparedness. Despite the Islamic Republic having several advanced Russian air defense systems and several domestically reverse engineered air defense systems, even in the previous iteration when the Israelis responded to the April 14 attack, the Israelis were able to penetrate Iranian airspace with projectiles and target and radar, the most advanced Russian provided air defense system, the S-300. So the chances of a successful aerial interception by the Islamic Republic of Iran is pretty much close to nil. The kind of deterrence the regime engages in is often deterrence by punishment rather than deterrence by denial. And as to the first part of your question, that really is the million-dollar question right now. Both the timing, the scale, and the scope of the Israeli military response is being debated. That response is probably not going to be limited to just inside Iran, even though the range of targets could include anything from the nuclear program to military facilities, the missile and drone program, the storage facilities there, you name it. You look into things that have been subject to cyber attacks or covert acts of genetic sabotage in the past, it could be a very, very wide list. plus, of course, the holding of Iranian interests abroad, be it the proxy weapons depots, oil infrastructure across the region, you name it. But one thing I can tell you that probably will be a marked difference from the April Israeli response is that in April 19th, the Israelis did not claim the attack. I think for public diplomacy and deterrence purposes, they might actually claim this attack.
Mm-hmm. Now, we're looking at a textbook tit for tat here, aren't we? And
All right,
Iran
let's fast forward a little bit through this. See if anything goes. Let me see. All right, hold up.
Images which it says shows its ground offensive in southern Lebanon is already getting results.
Okay. So what you're talking about is Israel invasion into South Lebanon. Oh wait, I'm not even sure if I even mentioned that earlier, but if I did mention that, after the killing of, after the eviction, you feel me? Let me say that. After the eviction of Hassan Nasralla, Israel, as you saw, Iran did retaliate on his behalf, but Israel had also invaded. So that the bomb being dropped. Oh, and mind you, outside of Hassan Nasrallah, after he was evicted, somebody else was put into command, which is usual. Kind of like if something happened to the president, the vice president step up. You know what I mean? Something happened to the vice president, I believe the head of state steps up. It goes like that, something like that. You feel me? It's a backup for the backup for the backup for the backup. So his backup, which was his cousin, I believe, whoever he was, I don't remember his name, because these are people who I'm not that familiar with too much, but took his spot. Israel wiped them out immediately. This all happened the same day. Then they put a third person in charge. Israel wiped them out. You feel me? So like Israel is smacking these dudes. You know what I'm talking about? So after softening everything up, they invaded. So now it's officially a war between Israel and Hezbollah. And during their invasion, Iran did the retaliation, which they were just speaking about with all the missiles, the 100. They saying 200, but I heard it was 152 200 missiles. So 200 on the higher side. Pardon me for that yawn, but that's what they're speaking on right now, basically. Cause I did fast forward some, so you didn't get to hear that, but they're just speaking on the progress they're making since their invasion into southern Lebanon.
Spain's troops have reached Hezbollah sites, including a network of tunnels containing extensive weaponry. Israel says it needs to hit the militant group hard in order to make it safe for more than 60,000 people to return to Israeli towns. Towns like this one, which are on the border with Lebanon. They've been virtually empty since Hezbollah's attacks on Israel started last year. The Iranian-backed militia began its offensive in support of another militant group, Hamas, which carried out the October 7th terror attack. But the history of violence between Hezbollah and Israel goes back decades. After Israel's last war with a militant group in 2006, a UN resolution was passed. It called for the establishment of a demilitarized zone that runs approximately 30 kilometers between the Israel-Lebanon border and the Litani River. UN peacekeepers have been deployed there for years to try to create a buffer zone between the two sides. Last week, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reminded the UN General Assembly that the buffer has frequently been violated.
For 18 years, Hezbollah brazenly refused to implement UN Security Council Resolution 1701, which requires it to move its forces away from our borders.
Hezbollah has been increasing its weapons capabilities in southern Lebanon for many years. It's also built up its military infrastructure, including an extensive tunnel network as seen in this video released by the group. Israel's army says its offensive against the militant group will be limited.
These localized ground raids will target Hezbollah strongholds that threaten Israeli towns, kibbutzim, and communities along our border. Hezbollah turned Lebanese villages next to Israeli villages into military bases, all ready for an attack on Israel.
But now that Israeli ground forces are in southern Lebanon, there's no knowing when they will leave.
We're joined now by journalist Stella Mena in Beirut. Stella, the reports of Israeli infantry joining the ground offensive and clashing with Hezbollah fighters in the south of Lebanon. What more can you tell us? So the situation today is a little bit different because yesterday we only had the announcement of the Israeli army that they have started a ground invasion in Lebanon and that it is limited. But today we have more reports on what's actually going on the ground. As you've just said, there have
Beirut. See, that's Beirut right there. Well, I was telling y'all about that explosion that happened.
On the ground.
Yeah.
Hezbollah has published a statement saying that they have blocked Israeli troops from entering Lebanon and that there has been fighting, which we can just see as another sign that there is heavy fighting going on. Same as that some Israeli media are reporting that there has been a security incident. We know from these reports that in the north of Israel there are several ambulances. We hear about approximately 20 ambulances waiting at the border to Lebanon and are ready to evacuate soldiers to nearby hospitals. There have also been reports about military helicopters by the Israeli army evacuating soldiers. So there are several signs indicating that there has been heavy fighting and that probably it was not what the Israeli army has expected. The army also announced that it will send more troops towards Lebanon, which is also a little bit what we expected because Hezbollah is not so strong when it comes to attacks from the air, but it's very strong when it comes to fighting on the ground. So for us here, it's not really a surprise that it seems like Hezbollah now is a bit stronger than before. Hezbollah has a lot of experience with fighting on the ground. They're really good in creating ambushes, so it won't be easy for the Israeli army to continue fighting in its ground invasion. Moving further inland, strikes are continuing in Beirut as well. That is where you are. What's happening there in the capital? Yes, just a couple of minutes before we started speaking, there was another airstrike on the southern suburbs of Beirut. The area is called Dahlia. The night here, the last night, has been very hard for people in Beirut as the Israeli army carried out heavy airstrikes again. Reports say at least 10 airstrikes have hit the southern suburbs of Beirut, and the sound of these explosions were widely heard in the whole city.
Actually, probably all they're going to hold. Let me see something, y'all. Oh, yeah, they're going to end well. All right, so we're good right there, right?
A lot of stress among the people again, but it was also a very hard night for people.
All right, so as y'all heard and saw, or if you just listen, as you heard, you feel me? It's going down, yo. Yeah, it's going down. And one of the reasons why, if you're not really into this, which if you lasted this long, like 40 minutes so far, this video, if you lasted this long, then you must have some interest in this. And I believe you should be interested because guess what? Israel is one of the allies of the West. The West is what we as United States are a part of. All right. So that means whatever they're involved in, we're involved in, right? And war costs money, right? And things are already going up. Inflation full swing, you know what I'm saying? So you should be tuning into this. Let's say I'm into a lot of things, not just street topics, urban topics, hip hop topics. I'm into what's going on as far as these conflicts. Like, I'm not going to speak on all the conflicts, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not a channel that's solely based around it for me to get that deep into every conflict, but I will speak on the major one, which is this, the war in Ukraine between Russia, because America has interest in these places, right, with these people, right? So it will adversely affect us whether we get drawn into a war or whatever the case may be. It will affect us, right? So you need to tune into these type of things. You know what's going on. And if it do turn to something big, you definitely want to have as much of a heads up as what can be coming as you could. Because a lot of people got to have it wait until the shit smack them in the face before they smell it, right? I was guilty of doing this in the past too, looking at certain things, but I've also been wiser than the average person all my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a shot at people I've been around, it's just the fact, like, my IQ is stupid, you know what I'm saying? So, I tend to be in tune with things that a lot of people, especially from my environment, not all, but a lot of people are not caring about. You feel me? So, you saw things getting real, right? So right now it's contained to over there. You feel me? It's not, even with Iran paying their 2 cents, and it's like, y'all, they're gonna get smacked up. We'll turn to a full-fledged war between them, which is gonna bring America into the situation for sure, and could probably bring in Iran allies, which is Russia, China, you know what I'm saying? Things like that, you feel me? I don't know if we're gonna go that far. Russia really right now can't even afford to be getting into two separate wars. They can't even handle the war they got right now with Ukraine. You feel me? They getting a run for their money. The economy is slipping. So I don't know if they're gonna do that. And China kind of want to do things at a certain pace, and they ain't worried about nobody else's war. If they're gonna go to war, they're gonna go to war with Taiwan, because that's what China want. Taiwan. They can't have that. I'm sorry, y'all can't have that. You feel me? You can't have that. But anyway, so I'm be updating this. You feel me? I might start bringing in the Russian. I'm going to, if something different happens, because the Russian Ukraine war been going on so long that I'm kind of late. At least this is just starting, so I'm literally like at the beginning of this kicking off between Israel and Hezbollah slash Southern Lebanon, but really Hezbollah, because what they didn't mention here, but I already know about this, is the Southern Lebanese army already retreated. They don't want no smoke. They don't got nothing. They don't need, that's Hezbollah. We ain't got nothing to do with them. Even though this is our sovereignty, this is our territory that y'all invaded, we technically supposed to be popping on y'all too, just for having the audacity to invade our shit. Their army ain't having none of that. They don't want no smoke. You feel me? So they didn't retreat it. You know what I'm saying? So we want to see how this one turn out. You feel me? And that's that. But that boy Benjamin Netanyahu, he is not playing. You know what I'm saying? He is not playing. Y'all saw that face I showed. Yo, do he like he playing? And he look like, yo, you did what to who to who? Well, I'm about to do something to you, and you. Like, that's how he coming for me. That's how they coming. So, with that being said, I done held y'all for being there 50 minutes. I'm sorry y'all ain't like that. Y'all don't want that, but guess what? I had to do it. I had to do it. You feel me? I had to do it. I had to do it. So, as always, you feel me? Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm ATM Wavy, aka Mr. Oh my God. You know, if you're a real surfer, surf's up, man. Surf's up, man. And look both ways before you cross that street, because you might get hit. Yeah, that way.